mean, constantly laughing, watching Jennifer at work, someone I watched, I was a huge Friends fan growing up. So getting to watch her do her thing in person was a huge privilege.
Well, I love this film and I love the music aspect of it. Were you nervous at all singing? Like, this is very different than what you've done.
I was scared, to be honest. But it was such a fun element of the challenge. I think even just to pretend for a moment that I could sort of kid anyone that I was a musician and go into a recording studio and record some songs was such a privilege. Like, when do you get a chance to do that? So that was a really, really fun element of the pre-production. And also I think we all recognized it as a kind of, a heartbeat in the movie. The songs are beautiful and Johnny is such a talented writer and performer. So to have him in the movie, scoring the film and also kind of co-directing with Maliki, Naomi and I through the performance of said songs was kind of a perfect storm.
How would you compare doing a film like this compared to a large-scale franchise like the Marvel? I know you can't say much, but right. That's definitely a big difference. Yeah,
it is. It's very different, very different indeed. And I don't know that they're hard to compare. I mean, I think the impressive thing about Guardians is for its size and, just how many things are going on at once, and the scale being enormous. James never loses sight of the integrity of the characters, the dialogue working, comedic beats hitting, like he's not distracted or dissuaded by any of the sort of large scale elements that are in play. So that's really cool. And in that respect, they're very similar, that it's whatever else is going on around you. It's about making sure that there's authenticity in the moment that's being played out. And that's what I turn up to work for.
I love how you're pretty relatively private, except, your social media, social justice. I love when you post things like that. But I mean, being relatively private, how do you feel like the pressure of, this big character you're about to play? And Marvel is just so huge, the fan base. Are you a little nervous at all?
I don't know. I sort of hope I can let kind of Adam Warlock, do his thing and kind of, retain, a sense of kind of agency and independence from that as much as possible. I hope it won't change too much. I don't plan to use my social media any differently, for example. I'm really grateful for the support I've had thus far from the Marvel community and from everyone involved with Guardians to date. So I'm excited for people to see the movie and see what they make of it.
And I know you've tapped into just, your transformation for it. The character itself is very perfection. What would you say is the biggest challenge with the physicality of it all? There have been some challenges relative to the physical preparations for the character. I'm sort of hesitant to talk about it just because I don't know what it looks like yet. Yeah. So I'm sort of nervous to say anything until I've seen, because I don't even know if what I did or went through even worked yet. But I will say that I was incredibly well supported and couldn't have had more help in the respect of the diet and the training that was required, and that was key. Certainly not something I went away and did on my own. So. And let's not forget another movie like the score that you sang in. I have to bring up We Are the Millers, which is one of my favorite movies. Has there ever been talks for a sequel at all? Would you be game for it? I don't think there are, and gosh, I'm trying to think when we shot that now. 2013, I think it was. Yeah. So quite a long time ago, like coming up on 10 years, I guess. So I don't think so, but got a lot of love for Jennifer and Jason and Rawson, our director. So would happily work with any of them again, but I think We're Still the Millers is probably not going to happen. Do you have any fun takeaways of working with Jason and Jennifer on it? Oh, for sure. I mean, constantly laughing,
watching Jennifer at work, someone I watched, you know, I was a huge Friends fan growing up, so getting to watch her do her thing in person was a huge privilege. And Jason's such a brilliant improviser, so getting to see them both kind of up close do their thing was great. I was definitely taking notes.
Where do you think Kenny is today?
Oh God, no idea. No idea. I haven't thought about Ken in a while, I gotta be honest. But